What is up, everybody? My name is Justin, this is Forever Self-Employed, all about pressure washing and quote IQ. And in today's video, we're going to be reacting to TikTok influencers' business advice and telling you guys whether or not it is legitimate. Mike, how's it going, man?
It's good. How are you? Did you have a wonderful 4th of July?
I did a lot of firecrackers, a meat feast, and a little pool action. You know, could it
I
get any
like
more American than that, Mike?
No, only if you shot some guns and maybe conquered other people's lands.
There you go. And so that's on the agenda for probably later on this afternoon.
Nice.
Anyway, if you guys are not aware, right now on the resource page, 50% off every single product. All you got to do is use code USA at checkout. This little pop-up is perfect to remind you. So if you're interested in how to wash local domination, 1 and 2, my Facebook ad strategy, how to stripe, how to quote, how to go scale to the next level, Christmas lighting course, we literally have everything here for you guys. We have all the business assets, customer contracts, before and after photo packs, anything that you need in order to run your business is most likely on this page. So I will link this up, first link in the comment section and the description. It's also available at pwcourse.com. So use code USA at checkout. The other thing is quote IQ. Yes. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
I was just saying, USA, USA. Let's go.
If you guys need help keeping up with customers, sending estimates, invoices, or collecting payments, you can do all that for free using Quote IQ, which you can download on the App Store and Google Play Store, as well as if you want to try any of our paid tiers of Quote IQ, you can do that at myquoteiq.com. Like I said, Quote IQ helps you to quote, schedule, and then get paid. Some of our paid features that you could try for $1 is InstaQuote, InstaSchedule, so your customers can quote themselves and schedule themselves. You also get our pre-inspection forms, dashboard analytics, review multiplier, which is free on every account, Map Measure Pro, as well as much, much more. So if you guys haven't checked out Quote IQ already, it'll be linked up in the comment section and the description. But with all that being said, Mike, I think we're ready to jump into today's video, huh?
Let's jump right in.
Okay, in this video, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. Okay, guys, we've never done any reaction content, and trust me, there's a lot of material out there for us. And so in this video, we're going to be reacting to some very interesting videos. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up our first one, Mike, and we're just going to jump right into it, okay?
And I've not seen any of these, so this will be fun.
Mike's going to be fresh. I found these, and some of them are a little controversial, which I thought would be great to, share some opinions on. Quick question from Doug. Doug asked, does your app work in Australia? It does. We have a lot of Australians.
Does, mate. Yes, it does.
We have a lot of Australians that actually use it. So check it out. It'll be linked up in the comment section description. Try any tier for $1. Can't beat that. Or what do they call it in Australia?
Good day, mate.
Yeah, exactly. A kangaroo. One kangaroo, mate. That's all you need. I'm just kidding. That was terrible. That's kind of a blend.
That was terrible. I think that was South African.
No, let me think. Okay, we used to do a good. I can't do it right now. I'm on the spot. All right, so let's jump right in here. We got some videos that we're going to be taking a look at in this video. Okay, first and foremost, we're going to be taking a look at a video from Alex Hormozi, and Alex Hormozi basically criticizes 2 local businesses in this video. And personally, I don't think that he's right for it. But first and foremost, we're going to watch it, and then we're going to jump into it. Big Alex Hormozi.
Alex Hormozi. So this will be interesting. I've got both of his books. Amazing.
Okay, and Alex makes great content. Like, he's been making content for a very long time. He does a great job. On this one, though, I don't know. So let's jump right into it.
Top reviews, called them up, and Layla and I were traveling the other day, and she wanted to get her nails done or something. So she just pulled up Yelp and looked at the one that had the top reviews, called them up, and they said, oh, I'm sorry, we don't do same-day appointments. We can book you in for 2 days from now. And she was like, yep, don't care. Called the next one, same thing. Called the third one. And then they were like, yeah, we can take you right now. And boom, she went in. And the thing is that both those other business owners that said no lost money. And the next time she comes to that place, she'll probably go back to the one that she went to as long as they did a good job. And so trying to be egotistical about it rather than accommodate customers, it's like, well, we're so great. You just lose money.
Okay, Mike, I'm going to let you jump in here first because we do the same thing, right? Is there any pressure washing days where we're not booked up where we can take a pressure washing appointment immediately?
Yeah, absolutely there are. So I don't think it's not an egotistical thing at all. Alex, I think maybe off on this one. It's trying to create some content. I get it. But like, if the first 2 businesses had time and they could accommodate you, they're going to take it, right? A policy is a policy only as long as you're not, needing the money. And if you're not, booked, you're going to book them. So those other people, those other companies, he said they're losing money as a result. They're not losing money because they're probably booked and they just can't. Or what's the option? we're going to accommodate this person and bump somebody else, well, then that person's not going to come back. So it's kind of like it's a situation by situation thing. But like, I think most small businesses are very accommodating, as are most big businesses, because they understand that, you got to have customers in order to make money.
One of the funny things I think he said in the beginning was that she hopped on Yelp. I've never used Yelp personally. Mike, have you ever used Yelp for anything? Mike is actually muted. Okay, so
No, I've never used Yelp ever.
Okay, so Yelp is just kind of a weird medium for finding different businesses. That's why we use Google, right? Whoever ranks top of Google is probably a good business to go to. The other thing is to think that you could call a business that's ranked number one and they would have openings for you is a bit crazy, right? Because why would the number one ranking business who's got all the lead flow that they could ever need leave openings in their calendar for walk-ins where walk-ins are not guaranteed money? So from the business's perspective, it's better for them to remain completely booked, because then they know that work is guaranteed rather than leaving themselves open for bookings. From their perspective, obviously they wanted kind of a last minute treatment there, which is fine. I would say any businesses that wanted to accommodate that, maybe they could offer some type of a premium pricing for last minute, bookings, which, we've done in the past, Mike. However, I just think Alex is off of the mark on this one because, it's in the business's best interest to remain completely booked for as long as possible. So, of course, when you call the most popular businesses in the town, they're not going to have any openings for that particular service. Wouldn't you say so, Mike?
I agree 100%.
Right. So what does Alex get? Alex gets a big thumbs down on this one, Mike. I don't know how we're rating these or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I think, Alex is 9 for 10 almost all the time. In fact, I I love him. And so but yeah, we're all off every once in a while. So I think he was off.
Yeah. And to think it was egotistical. I mean, like, if you think about how Alex prioritizes his time, that would be like, Alex, can I get a slot at the end of the day with you? Or you have any openings for me? If I called him today for like a coaching call, it's like, of course he doesn't, because he's Alex Hormozi. He's got his schedule's completely booked. And it's like, Alex, are you being egotistical with this? Or are you just don't want money?
The thing about it is Alex would say that he's being egotistical with his time every single day. And he said that his friends think he is a prick because he is so conscious and like, time is the most valuable thing that we have because we've only got X amount per day. And so like, he goes into depth about his schedule and, he'll spend 4 hours in a room, earplugs in, focused on only the things that he's trying to accomplish in that, 4-hour time slot. And then, that's that. And I can't remember what he calls it, but it's like it's not managerial time. It's, some other block of time. And then from that point, he'll go into managerial time. Where he will allocate 15 or 20-minute blocks to small individual tasks that need to be, dealt with. So he is a very cognizant, and I think but he's almost to the point where it's beyond normal, but it's also worked for him. And he's, a multimillionaire, at least, right? 100 millionaire. And because of that, like, he could say, he's being egotistical, and that's how he views everybody. So I don't know. It's an interesting dynamic.
Sweet. Alex gets a thumbs down on this one. This was bad advice. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the next one. The next one, Mike, is the best door-to-door script for no soliciting neighborhoods. What do you think about this first and foremost before we jump into the video? Like, neighborhoods that have no soliciting, actually going door to door and, not abiding by the rules on that.
Yeah. So my business, we do not go door to door. We never have. And unless things get really, really bad, we never will. But as far as soliciting in a specifically no soliciting neighborhood, like, I live in a neighborhood where there is no soliciting. Like, you're not even allowed to put, flyers on doors or on mailboxes or anything in between. And, if people start walking through the neighborhoods, at least my neighborhood, knocking on doors, the HOA property manager is going to be up on the guy in a matter of minutes, and they're going to, ask him to leave politely. But, this is a no soliciting area. If you continue to do so, there are repercussions, which, no soliciting, it's a legal thing. So, be respectful, I think. But let's see what this dude says.
Absolutely. Before we jump into it, I want to shout out Nope. I know it's not his real name, but he says, "Hey fellas, just got done with my 5th $1,700 roof wash this week. Still not missing these videos. Your courses taught me so much." We really appreciate you, Nope. And we want to let everybody know that right now at pwcourse.com, you can get any course half off. So pretty crazy deal. I would hop on it if I were you. Just for today, we did a 4th of July sale. So if you guys are
Ends
interested,
tonight
check
at
it out.
midnight. Yep.
Well, Mike,
It ends tonight at midnight. I've got it scheduled to shut
ends
off.
tonight at midnight. So we really appreciate you, man. I forgot. I think it's, I don't know. I'm not even trying to guess. But we appreciate you for hanging out. Okay, let's jump into the next one. No soliciting neighborhood one. Okay, here we go.
All right, there's no soliciting around here, so what are you doing?
Oh, we're just out here. We're pressure washing driveways. We've done a few of your neighbors. If you'd like a free quote.
Okay, if you can do it real quick.
Yeah, sure. So let me take a look real quick. So the whole driveway and then this walkway would be $325.
Okay.
And then we can get you done as soon as next Wednesday.
I think I'll pass for right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think it's the price?
Nah, it's a good price, but I think I'll just pass.
Oh, okay. What's the price you'd be willing to pay?
Okay, before we get too deep into this, Mike, I don't know if this is staged or not, because it seems like kind of weird. Like he walks up and he's like, "This is a no soliciting neighborhood." I mean, maybe not. Okay, but he says, "Hey, we're just doing some pressure washing in the neighborhood." He kept calm. I think is the biggest thing, right? Because when you have a big reaction, you're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not supposed to be doing this," and then you leave. You know, I think that's a lot of people's reactions. What do you think off the beginning of this, though? You're muted.
Sorry. I'd like to think it wasn't staged. And I honestly, I don't think it was. I think, the kid, just from my own personal experience, when I record interactions, like, he had it down here and he was recording. I liked several of the things that he did say, right? Super nonchalant, like he was supposed to be there, which, hey, we're just in the neighborhood, doing some stuff. Just wanted, so it's not like I'm in the wrong, right? He like owned it, right? Which I thought was cool, right? He commanded, and then the other guy's like, well, yeah, it's no soliciting, but you can give me a quote if you can do it quick, right? Like, okay, cuck, here's your price. And then the guy's like, oh no, I'm surprised that guy didn't say, I need to check with my wife if I'm allowed to spend our money, right? Like that's that guy. A, you're a Karen for approaching somebody about soliciting in my neighborhood. B, the price, it was too high. And then he says, and the kid, which I liked, he goes, so was it the price, right? Kind of put the guy on the spot, like, oh, you're a brokey. You can't afford it, right? It's only $250 or whatever it was that he said. And then the guy's like, no, it's not. Or, but then he goes, and which I love is, what price would you be comfortable paying? Right? That was a good move. And then what that does is it opens up negotiation, but it also allows you not to waste a lot of time. Because if the guy's like, well, $99, then you can be like, yeah, get lost. We could do it for, $250, and then you can go from there. So let's watch the rest and see, whatever.
Another thing that he did really well, right? He didn't build any rapport on this one, but he just kept his calm. But when he said the price, he assumed the close. So you guys are going to hear him say, so the whole driveway and the walkway is going to be $325, and assuming the close, he then says, and then we can go ahead and get you on the schedule as soon as next Wednesday. So that's another cool little thing that you can do, is just assume that they're going to say yes, and this is when we can get you on the schedule for
Driveway.
for when you say yes. The only thing is, Mike, we gotta criticize him a little bit for going shirtless at the beginning.
Is this how you sell a job?
That's what the kids do these days, big guy.
Hey, yeah, I'm going to get my shirt off in a second.
And then this walkway would be $325.
Okay.
And then we can get you done as soon as next Wednesday.
I think I'll pass for right now.
Yeah.
I just want to say one other thing before we get into what actually transpired at the end. The biggest thing is the silence between when you say the price and the customer's reaction. So I like how he assumed the close, said we can get you done as soon as next Wednesday, and he didn't say anything else after that. He didn't try to say, he didn't try to sell it any further. He let that space, and that way the customer could be like, not really. And
that's what I love. And I do it a lot, right? And it makes Justin very uncomfortable when we're like in negotiations with other, I'll say what it needs to be said. And then I just stop talking. And the guy that talks first loses. It's that simple.
Yep.
Yeah.
You think it's the price?
Nah, it's a good price, but I think I'll just pass.
Oh, okay. What's the price you'd be willing to pay?
Just do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. One other thing, I know we're pausing a lot. There's two reasons why somebody would say no whenever you give them a price, right? Either the price is too high or the value is too low. So you can either give more value or lower the price. In this instance, he just wants to close a deal, right? He's going door to door. He didn't have to knock another door if he probably lands this job. So he's just like, what price would be good for you if we did it right now? And you saw the guy, he asked him, he said, hey, is it a price thing? And the guy was like, no, not really. It's always a price thing, right, Mike? Like usually what comes after they say that is just an
Well,
excuse.
the thing about door knocking is it's not like this person called you to get a quote for pressure washing his house or driveway. So the third option is he doesn't want a pressure washing. He doesn't need a pressure washing. He's not thinking about pressure washing. So it doesn't matter if the price was $375 or $250. It's just, that's not something that he's interested in doing at this time. So
right, and he would have just probably turned him away from the beginning. But the fact that he
I
engaged
don't
him
even
and
need a
said,
price.
right, in fact, the fact that he engaged him and said, well, just give me a quick price, lets you know that at least there's some interest
There is
there.
some
So,
interest, right?
absolutely.
Yeah, it's a pretty big driveway.
I know, 250 maybe?
250?
Yeah.
Would you meet at 275?
No, 250 I would do.
All right, let's do 250 then. And then I upsold him on his whole front side soft wash for another 175. So the total was 425 for that whole job. This is how you sell it.
Okay. So, right, customer says 250. In a negotiation, whoever's willing to walk away is the one who ultimately wins the negotiation. As you guys can see here, when the customer said, nope, 250 is it, he's like, all right, we'll do it for 250, because obviously he didn't want to miss out on the money.
Right.
Right, Mike? Another cool thing is he said he upsold it after the fact to do the front of the house. Whether or not he did or not, that's only up to him. Only he knows. But the biggest thing is you're looking for upsells. You're looking to upsell more stuff to the customers, right, Mike?
Absolutely. I thought he did good.
Right. So how to get leads in a neighborhood where there's no soliciting? You solicit anyway. First
Yeah,
step.
just do it.
Right. And then you act like you're supposed to be there. Hey, we're washing driveways in the neighborhood. Just want to see if you want to get a quick quote, nonchalant, right? Drop the guard of the homeowner. And then any leeway from the homeowner lets you know that they're at least interested enough, right? To possibly get the job done. In that case, you give them a quote. If they say no, it's always pretty much a price issue or a value issue. In this case, he lowers the price. And whoever's willing to walk away on that negotiation wins. He said, I'm not going to go any lower than 250. And ultimately, this guy upsold him after he was able to get on the property. So a lot of great things that we can garner from this interaction. When you say something,
and I'm just going to throw this in as just like a little added bonus. So the guy didn't like the 375 price, right? Said, what do you want to pay? Dude said 250. He tried to bump it up to 275. You could say something to the effect of, okay, what if we did it for 225 and we take the driveway and the sidewalk out? And he goes, I'd really like the driveway and sidewalk done. Okay, then we can do it for 275, right? Decrease the value. So, it's an exchange, right? And then you're also showing the guy, like, okay, there is value in X, Y, and Z, but if I take Z out, right, it's going to lower the price, but it's not going to be what you want. So just something else to think about.
If you guys don't want customers that are going to beat you down on price like this, then find ways to get in front of customers who, want to get the service done, right? If this was a Google customer, they would never beat you down this heavily on the price because they have higher intent to purchase. This guy was probably just hanging out outside and this guy rolls up on him and tries to sell him pressure washing. In that event, you have to be willing to lower your price a good bit because the customer doesn't have as high of intent as if they were a Google customer, calling in to actively get the service done. So a couple things to keep in mind. I think door knocking is incredible. I think it should be in your marketing mix. If you don't have things like Google, if you don't have things like Facebook running, if you don't have, some of the other aspects of your marketing mix, then I don't think solely relying on door knocking is a way to build a business, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Wouldn't you say so?
Well, I don't think you can. I know some guys that have built good businesses from door knocking, at least initially, right? Like if you've got no other means, then that's a great way. Another thing, and then we'll move on, but like kid was wearing a company shirt logo, right? Looks professional, which also adds some credence and some, trustworthiness to his, being, around knocking on doors, even if it is no soliciting. All right, let's go.
One more thing. You can also tell that he's done this a lot. Okay. So I don't want you guys to think you watch this video, it's like the first time you go out, you're going to be as good as this guy. He's obviously talked to like a lot of customers because you don't just nonchalant walk up and sell something like that without having a lot of prior experience. So anyway, good video. Okay. You ready, Mike? Let's jump into the next one. Okay, 2 seconds. Let's see what the next one is. Okay. This next video we're going to have a lot of fun with, okay? In this one, we're going to be taking a look at a $40 detailer versus a $2,000 detailer, okay? So first and foremost, we're going to watch the video with the $40 detailer, make some criticisms, and then we're going to take a look at somebody who did a detail for $2,000, okay? So let's jump right into it.
Tell business. Houston, when you see this truck pull up, just know Terrell means detail business.
Terrell, coming clean. Inside and out, full detail. Are you ready?
Y'all heard what the man said. Terrell got white chicken washing in his thing. When I tell you he got this car right, all the way right. When I tell you it's only $40 for a full inside and outside detail wash. When I tell y'all ain't getting no cheaper.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it. It's kind of loud, but when you see this vehicle roll up, Mike, you know Terrell means business. Okay, Terrell's coming to collect that $40 for the interior and exterior detailing of a car. First thoughts, Mike.
My initial thought is Terrell is charging $40. He doesn't understand the value that he's providing. In his head, he's probably thinking that it is because he's got low overhead, right? So he thinks he's not thinking intelligently about his business. And of course, I don't know Terrell. And I'm sure, when you do see Terrell roll up, he means business. And that business means $40 and he's not making any money. He's wasting a bunch of time for no profit. Okay. I don't care if you've got overhead or not. There is still a cost associated with running a business. Charging $40 for an inside and out mobile detailing is absolutely ridiculous. And
a come to you service.
Yeah, no, Terrell needs a minimum service charge and he needs to find better customers because the car that he's detailing looks like ass. And that person can only afford $40. Terrell needs to look for better customers that are willing to spend $150, $200 and then start adding on ceramic coatings and, all the other details that they add on with mobile detailing services to increase the average ticket price, increase the lifetime value of that customer. Terrell, I promise you, doesn't have a lot of repeat customers.
One good thing that Terrell did was get this lady to actually film him an advertisement because this video ended up getting like hundreds of thousands of views, obviously because of the fact that Terrell was charging $40 for an interior and exterior cleaning. But we'll keep going with it. Oh, I guess the biggest thing is like you said, Mike, not understanding your value and then not having the money to reinvest. Like gas to go from where Terrell is to the car back to his house is not equivalent, but I mean, we just lost like $10 right there. So now you're down to a $30 detail, and that's before soap and any expenses whatsoever. And in the event that Terrell's charging these kind of prices, I can almost guarantee that he doesn't have a business license. He doesn't have insurance, and all he is one vehicle away from, a lawsuit. And the customers that he's dealing with, because he's servicing $40 customers, are the type of customers to actually sue him and want more, even though he's charging absolutely nothing.
$40 for a full inside and outside detail wash. And I tell y'all ain't getting no cheaper than that. And for small cars, it's only $30 to $35. Get with this boy. You will not be disappointed when I tell y'all his energy is amazing. Come on! Amazing.
I can't. Your mama, I can't. I'm a good team. Thank you. Do y'all like what y'all see what's going on? I thank God for the blessings. Amen for that.
Houston, y'all better tap in and support a real hustler. Go give Terrell your business this summer. Get your
Okay, shouts out to Terrell first and foremost, because at least he's hustling and he's getting some good business going.
Yes.
The biggest thing is you got to be willing to, charge what you're worth, right? And Terrell's not anywhere near what he should be charging.
No, because I'm sure he does a great job. I'm sure that he is providing way, way, way more value than he's getting compensated for. And that's the point of this one. Or if you're a Houston mobile detailer, then get Terrell's number, call Terrell. You sell the job for $150, send Terrell to do it for $40, and you make $110. That's what I would suggest.
Right, outsource. One thing that this lady did do to kind of help Terrell out is, in the comment section, there was a lot of people saying that he was undercharging for his services. And she said, if anybody's got more money, then feel free to tip Terrell. The biggest thing is you don't want to be reliant on tips. You need to charge what your work is worth first and foremost. And then tips are just an added bonus to that. And if you guys need a way to send estimates, invoices, and collect payments, try out Quote IQ. Every single invoice that you send gives the customer the option to tip. And it just gives you an opportunity to make actually more money, especially if you're charging as little as Terrell is.
My guys made an extra $15,000 last year straight to their bottom line, not mine, through the tipping option.
Absolutely. So it's a beautiful thing. Okay, so that was the $40 detail, Mike. Now let's get into the $2,000 detail.
I'll tell you something, and when it's power in asking for what you believe in. I wanted to tell this customer $2,000 for this detail, $2,000. But I told him I want to tell you $2,000, but I'm going to do it for $12,000. Why in the world did this customer give me my $2,000, brought me lunch, and he tipped me, and they going to tell a friend? Why the friend already scheduled an appointment for a detail when I tell you I'm highly favored? It I had in mind to do this detail in 6 hours, but you cannot rush perfection. I go over and beyond. I make sure the tire pressure good. I make sure the fluids is topped off. I make sure the car is clean, it smell good, it feel good. Man, when I
Man, this dude even broke out the seat belts, Mike. He took the seat belts out of the
Well,
car.
not only that, but like he's equipped. He's got all the right tools. He's doing a good job. He even, I think he cleaned somebody's baby shoe.
Yeah, he cleaned the baby shoe. That was one of the comments in the video. Was this guy even cleaned the baby shoe? Okay,
Like he's taking the hubcaps off. Like it's, you know, a 1992 Honda Accord that he's cleaning. Like somebody really loves that Accord if they're willing to pay. And that thing was nasty. But maybe they're like, okay, I'm selling this and I know it's terrible. Like this is a one-off, I think. You know, there are these unicorns, but it doesn't matter. He did a phenomenal job, scheduled another job, doing a great job, going way above and beyond, providing an immense amount of value, way more than Terrell, right?
but he can afford to, right? Because he's getting paid $1,200 on this job. Terrell would have to wash 30 cars to make $1,200. Oh, he asked for $1,200. He said that the customer paid him $2,000. The only problem I see with this story is the fact that I don't know if this vehicle is worth more than, a little bit over $2,000. That's the only problem. And that was some of the comments on this video. However, it goes to show that when you charge more money, those customers are easy to work for and they're better to work for. And you can actually give more of yourself and more of your service and do a better job because you're going to be making more money. So this guy did this job. Even if it was for $1,200, Terrell would have to wash 30 cars, right, Mike?
Yeah.
To even touch that. So that's why he could wash the baby shoe and go in and do all the extra stuff. It just goes to show that having better customers is actually going to be better for your business because you're going to make more money. You're going to have to service less people. I mean, how many headaches do you think come from Terrell trying to charge 30 different people to make the same amount of money, So
yeah. And this, we can relate this back and Terrell with the $40 customer, right? When I first started my business, I used bandit signs. I still do, never did I use it as a, the main source of our marketing or our advertising. Obviously you got to be diverse, but I did buy bandit signs early on. And I was not tactical and I was not strategic in the placement of my bandit signs. I would place these in front of neighborhoods, great locations had they been the right neighborhoods, but like a neighborhood where the houses are under $200,000, right? And there's a lot of, and by no means people that are renting, right? Like in Savannah, we've got a very dense population of military because we've got multiple bases all around, Army bases all around. And because of that, we have got a lot of rental properties. People have, guys that come in with the Army, they buy houses, they leave, and then they rent them out and they've got rental properties. It's a great deal. So there is a lot of transient rental people that they don't care about the properties like an owner would. Or if you're in a smaller house, maybe you don't have this, the means to get these luxury services. You're more apt to do it yourself. Okay. And I was wasting my time, my energy, my signs, marketing to the wrong people that would never, ever really be my customer. And if they were, just like you said, probably going to be an issue, probably going to be slow pay, probably going to have to chase them down, probably going to complain about this, that, and the other. Right. So what do I do now? I don't waste my time, energy, or money putting signs or marketing to people that can't afford my service. Right. So, and with that, you get higher paying customers that are better customers, not because they've got more money. Doesn't make them a better person if they've got more money, but they value their time and they're willing to exchange their money for the time. So just something to think about there as well.
And they value your effort more than somebody who's just paying $40 for a detail. So that was the difference between $40 detail and a $2,000 detail. The next video that we have is actually another detailing company, Mike. I know we just looked at the 40 and the 2000, but this company actually is going to make $900 a day. But you guys will see a stark contrast in the level of this company's customers. And I think we can kind of speak into all the benefits that come whenever you attract customers like that. So let's jump into the
car detailing business. This was a $900 day in our car detailing business. Come with us. So first we started with this G-Wagon. Customer got our standard detail, and in addition, he added a steamer leather treatment and a 3-month ceramic coating for his leather. For this car was a total of $380. We gave it a special touch, and then we proceeded with this beautiful Range Rover.
Okay, Mike, you want to say anything about, obviously if your customer's got G-Wagons, that's going to be a good customer to have.
It's going to be a great customer to have, but like the level of service he provided for $380 for a G-Wagon, in my opinion, I think he's undervaluing what he's doing, right?
What if it's a monthly cleaning though? You think even at a monthly cost, it's still undervalued?
Yeah, my detailer, he does monthly programs, right? And he's awesome, and he does them, and the cost obviously is lower because it's a constant maintenance, right? The thing that got me on this one was the ceramic coating. Now it depends on what kind of ceramic coating he was doing. There's different types of ceramic coating. So I'm assuming this is just, the spray on, wipe down ceramic coating, not like the really nice ceramic. However, I also see that he's got a helper here. That's added labor, right? Like I'm always looking at things from, above and seeing what all is involved in this particular job. And that's where so many people, they fail, or their businesses don't make as much money as they can, is they're looking at it like, this is a $380 car wash. That's awesome. But now you've got 2 people that you're paying, yourself and your helper. You're spending however many hours, right? 5 hours, probably 6 hours on this particular vehicle. You, just like you talked about, you got to get there. There's gas, there's chemicals, there's ceramic coating, there's wheel dressing there. You're using a lot. There's a lot going on. And then what are you really making at the end of the day? It's not $380. So I don't know. I think
the one thing to consider as well, I think they're going to do 3 different cars at this customer's house. So there could be a volume discount here. So we'll keep it going and see because they did the G-Wagon. Now they're doing the Range Rover.
With this beautiful Range Rover, customer got our standard detail, which includes a thorough vacuum, thorough wipe down, blowout, all of the good stuff you already know. The total for this car was $140. And for the cherry on top of the cake, we proceeded with this beautiful Bentley, which I'm in love with, for a standard detail, which was a total of $130. And our awesome customer gave us a 90.
Okay, this just feels like, and we'll finish watching it, Mike, but like this just feels like overkill to me. Obviously, I'm not a mobile detailer, but like, why would you want to suds up the inside of this guy's car? Like,
not for $130.
Yeah, it just feels like I don't know. That could be pressure washing mastery. The hell content is this, dog? It just is kind of funny to me that they're putting, anyway, I'm gonna keep it going.
Which was a total of $130. And our awesome customer gave us a $90 tip. We couldn't believe it. Super grateful. And last but not least, we did this Nissan Rogue, which is one of our maintenance customers, which we love her. It was $120. And these are some final shots of the day. We made $900. We're super blessed, super grateful. Thank you to all of our amazing customers. We love you all.
Dude,
and last but not least, Rogue, which is one.
You could not pay me enough money to wash this car at night with a light. Like
$900 in a day, and they cleaned all those cars. Is that what I'm getting?
They cleaned 4 cars. Yep, 4 cars.
Bentley, a G-Wagon. No.
I think it's cool. Obviously, the first customer, they had 3 different cars. If they service those cars every single month, it's like a guaranteed like $600 or $700, something like that.
Oh my God, you know what I just realized?
What?
I am acting like every dumb commenter in the comments section because I'm looking at a 30-second clip and I'm passing judgment on all these things. So to all the people whose videos we're going to look at, I apologize in advance because I'm being who I hate. But that's what we're doing today. So
we're just having a little fun today, reacting.
Yeah, just a little fun on account of these folks.
So biggest thing though that we could take away from this last one, they obviously serviced the right customers, right? They made $700 at one person's house, and it sounds like that's a recurring monthly deal. So one person, $700. They have the right customers. These customers obviously have nice vehicles that they charge for other services as well. I think they're doing a great job. Looking at the first 2 people, that we watched before this, you could see levels to the game. So yeah. Like, what do you think?
What's up?
You got any more thoughts on this one before we
No,
get into
this
the
one's
next one?
good.
Okay, excellent. So, you could tell that these people probably have a really good Google presence. They probably have the most reviews in their city. They're probably bringing in tons of leads. And whenever you bring in tons of leads, you get to pick and choose who you service. And obviously, anybody with G-Wagons and Bentleys and Range Rovers is going to be a good customer for you because they're not going to really question the price and they're going to go with it. Let's see. Chase. It's me, Chase from Neptune Pressure Washing. You really beat down my business card design, Justin, to the point I hired someone to design me a new one.
You're welcome.
Chase, I apologize.
You're welcome, Chase.
Mike, do you still drink Tito's? I want to send you a gift. Justin, what do you drink? I don't drink anything. I drink water, man.
I do. I'm drinking water right now, but thank you.
I let Mike drinks enough for the both of us. So I just let him do all the drinking.
I do. I've actually got a plan, and it's I drink a lot of Tito's, but then like I run and exercise and bike every morning to sweat it all out. So it's kind of like the circle of life within my body. I'm just doing good things.
Wow, that sounds like the water cycle or whatever, right, Mike? Like
it is. It's very much like the water cycle.
That's fun. I'd rather have a $1,200 customer a week than have 70 $40 customers a week. Absolutely.
Amen.
Especially for the same service. I heard having your business name on a sign outside your customer's house gets you good new leads, like the wet floor sign, but bigger, and your business name on it.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of guys will use yard signs for that. A lot of people, we used to do these A-frame signs, and it would say like caution, pressure washing. And actually, I just had Mike Carmody, the Fresh Rinse, on my channel, and we did an interview with him. It was a great interview. Great guys. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But he has a sign, or he's got a company, and he's doing that type of stuff. It's called Fresh Rinse Media. And so if you guys are interested, just get on Facebook or Google, search up Fresh Rinse Media, and you guys can get those A-frame signs from Mike. Good guy. He'll take care of you.
Good guy. Wow, I'd charge the wannabe G. I don't know what that means, Taylor, but I appreciate you for coming and hang out. Taylor says, learning lots from you guys, 7 Gs. Taylor's a good guy. Chris, the striping guy. Yo, welcome to the chat, Chris, the striping guy. All right, I will send you LaCroix, Justin. It's my girlfriend's. It's my girlfriend. It's what my girlfriend drinks. It's like my girlfriend drinks. Nice, man. Yeah. Me and your girl can have a LaCroix together. What do you say? I'm just kidding, Chase. We appreciate you for hanging out.
Can you hear that outside? Is my sound bad?
I can't hear it. Ha ha ha, Mike, I know I've bad-mouthed you before.
Hey, a lot of people bad-mouth me, and I love it.
When you have hundreds of millions of views, it's hard not to be bad-mouthed. I see dark mode made its way back to Quote IQ. Thank you. Absolutely. We had to make a couple adjustments with dark mode. And
I hate dark mode.
It makes things a little bit more difficult for us. So if you guys want to try Quote IQ for $1, check out myquoteiq.com, linked in the comment section description. Also, the resource page, we're doing 50% off every single product on the resource page. I'll just go ahead and show you real quick. pwcourse.com, pwcourse.com. Every single product, how to wash, local domination, how to stripe, how to quote, how to scale, Christmas Light Bootcamp, you name it, we got it on here. 50% off today only. Code USA at checkout. Okay. I've told Mike I was sorry for doing that. I think Chris even talk some crapola.
I'll
For real though,
Chris out.
You'll knock Chris out. Okay, nice. For real though, I've learned a lot from the both of you. It gave me the confidence to get out there and get over my fear of starting my business. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate that, bro. So absolutely, that's what we do it for. That's what we do it for. It's why we're here. All right, so let's jump into the next video. This video, Mike, is the most undersold upsell for pressure washing. Or is it? Okay, because I've never heard anyone ever offer this service before. So we're going to be taking a look at it.
I can't wait.
Let's watch it.
Rain, giving you guys. I'm out here standing in the rain, giving you guys free game right now. What's one thing you never see people cleaning? That's right. You don't never see people cleaning AC units. And it's important to do it, especially in the summertime, because you want to, this thing's running all the time in the summertime. So you want to keep all the debris, the dirt, all the loose stuff, pollen, you want to keep all that stuff off of this. So you're gonna get you some Simple Green and a spray bottle. You can get it at Lowe's for like 15 bucks, both of them.
Okay, Mike, before we get too deep into this, I want to know your thoughts. First and foremost, he said he's out here standing in the rain giving us free game. So what do you think about cleaning AC, basically ACs?
Okay, so we'll see where he goes with this. First of all, this guy is great. He's got a TikTok channel called Upcharge or something, and 90% of what he does, it's just funny, and he's just trolling people and does all kinds of shit to like piss people off. And like, I'm gonna, you know, they said they needed to get their pressure wash of the concrete on their driveway, but I'm gonna go ahead and upsell them on a whole new concrete driveway. So we're gonna break it up. We're gonna lay concrete down, and now I'm gonna charge them $22,000 for this. And yeah, they wanted $100 driveway cleaning. I upcharged them $2,000. You know, like craziness. So he's trolling. But what he is showing is actually. It's something that can be done. It's something that you need to be very cautious about, because the fins on AC units can be damaged, but those fins, they do need to be cleaned. Would I suggest doing it with a pressure washer? Probably not, unless you're, you know, using a low pressure tip, you're standing far away, you're being very cognizant of not damaging any of the components inside, bending up the fins, because those fins, and if I'm sure people have seen what's inside of these things. They're very small metal fins. I think they're aluminum, probably something like that. But that's the cooling surface. And so when you start bending that, it impacts how your AC is going to perform. So they do have to be cleaned so they can perform better. But if you damage them, that's not a good thing either. So let's see what this guy's doing.
Okay. So do you think he's trolling right now then, Mike, or what?
Yeah.
When you hear the price, you're really going to know he's trolling.
Right here, fill it up, 20 ounces of water, 2 ounces of Simple Green. There's instructions on the back how to dilute it. What you're going to do is you're going to spray the outside of the unit. Spray it real good. Let it soak in for like 15 minutes, and you're going to get your water hose and you're going to rinse it off. If you do pressure,
a good you know, litmus test for if somebody's pranking you or not, with regards to service providers offering different services, is what chemical they use. Like, no real service provider is really going to ever recommend you guys use a chemical that's like consumer grade. Typically, wouldn't you say so, Mike? I feel like every chemical, like in pressure washing, right? We would never recommend you go into Home Depot and buy a Zep. Like, there's better chemicals that are more, you know, for professional companies. So anyway, I just thought I'd mention that.
washing, this right here is a good upcharge. Ain't nobody out here cleaning AC units, guys. And most HVAC companies, I looked it up. On average, they charge like $300 to do a simple service like this. And pretty much this is all they're going to do to it. So what you going to do, if you're in high school or you just want to make some extra money, go out and sell this, man. Sell yourself. Do this. Easy money. You can charge 25 to 30 bucks per AC unit. And it's recommended in the summertime when it's hot outside to clean your unit at least once or twice every other month. So you could have repeat customers to do this. So you could technically do this at each house 3 times a year. That's extra money, man, in your pocket. I'm out here upcharging, giving you.
Okay.
I like
I'll let you weigh in. I have no experience with anything with regards to this guy.
Yeah, so that price honestly is not bad. $25, $30 per unit. If you are pressure washing, okay, I think my guy is out doing the yard. Okay. $25 to $30 for this is, I think it's a great upsell. And I think he's absolutely right. It's something that a lot of people aren't doing. So I would highly suggest add this, right? And you know, Simple Green, all that is a degreaser. I would probably do a little bit of research and find out what the manufacturers of the AC units are suggesting as far as cleaning, because you don't want to spray something in there that can damage electrical components or anything else, right? And so I'd look into that first, but by all means, and he's right. It is recommended that you service these things. And, you know, when he said the people will come out, the AC companies, and do a $300 service, they're going to charge you, you know, whatever the price is, but it's not just for spraying some Simple Green. I mean, they're going to get in there, they're going to look at the condensers, and they're going to look at other things, but this guy is on point. I think it's a great upsell.
Okay, even though, Mike, I mean, if you do a $300 driveway, you're not gonna do a little AC unit for $30. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. We'll just go find another driveway, right, or another roof or another house, right?
Oh no, hell no.
Are you gonna start offering AC unit cleanings, Mike?
No, I'm going to offer exterior window cleaning, gutter cleaning, roof cleaning, exterior, yes.
Trash can cleaning?
What?
Trash can cleaning?
Trash can, no trash can cleaning. That's gross.
Is that where you draw the line at?
I draw the line. But I also believe that this is a great upsell. It probably takes 10 minutes, right? And if you can make 30, 40 bucks in 10 minutes, you're adding value to the customer. They're going to see, you're taking care of your customer, right? That's the other thing about upsells is it doesn't always have to be a salesy type of thing. It can be like customers can look at it as like, oh, wow, you're seeing things that we don't see. You're looking at things that are going to help us out. And the more you can do that, the more you endear yourself to the customers, the more trust you build, the likelihood of them returning is increased significantly. The chances of tips are increased significantly. The chances of reviews are increased significantly. So these are all things that come into play. Yeah, it's just like a little patio. It's a small patio. It's only going to take you 15 minutes. Are you not going to do it for 30 or 40 bucks?
It just depends on where you're at in your business. If you're just starting your business out, I'd say, yeah, I'd say it's good.
You're
Obviously,
crazy.
be careful. How much is it to replace someone's AC unit if you mess it up?
Oh, you're looking at a significant. I mean, that unit right there is probably $1,500 to $2,500.
Excellent. Just make sure you practice on mom and dad's first before you try to go out and sell anything. To make sure you don't break anything. So, anyway,
My
that
dad
was
is dead, Justin. And
Wait,
my
what?
my dad's dead, and my mom lives in Florida. I don't
Oh,
know why you
wow.
want to bring this up.
Why don't you
And
drive to
my
Florida?
relationship with my mom isn't great. So, like,
Why don't you go try it on your neighbor's house, Mike, for
Nope.
free first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a
excellent.
house too, surprisingly.
You do?
Yeah.
I thought you lived
mean,
in a
This is an AI generated background, of course, but I've got a green screen in my trailer. But
Okay. Beautiful. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this, please hit the thumbs up button for us. Let us know in the comment section below. We want to try something new today and react to some videos. The next video that we're going to be taking
why'd that guy say you dropped off?
I think he was talking about your channel, Mike. So I just wanted to hide it, but if you want to call it out, we can.
Yeah, I wanted to know about that. What's that mean?
Was that Mikey? Is that what you said that?
No. I'm legit. Like, I wanted to know what he was talking about because like I'm not being a dick anymore.
No, I don't know. I don't know if that was on your channel or my channel. I don't know. He's probably talking about views or something.
I hope he was talking about my channel.
Either way. Okay, let's jump into the next one. The next video that we're going to be taking a look at is how to make $1,900 a day window cleaning. Okay, and there's some ethical boundaries that kind of get crossed in this video. So let's talk about it. Let's look at it. Let's talk about it, and let's see what we got.
Cash in about 9 hours. I made $1,900 cash in about 9 hours by convincing this lady to pay me to clean her windows. I drove to a nice neighborhood around 9 o'clock in the morning.
One thing we got to keep in mind is are people clickbaiting with some of this? Like because obviously the game of shorts has evolved a lot, and me and Mike pretty much wrote the playbook on it. Okay, if you guys didn't notice, we were like the first to like make this kind of content. And so by saying that he made all this money from this lady by convincing her to clean her windows, kind of a good hook, right? Because now we want to learn more. Is he a scammer, right, Mike?
Yeah. What was the title of this? Do you remember?
I don't even know. I don't even remember.
Pay me to clean her windows. I drove to a nice neighborhood around 9 o'clock in the morning, and I started knocking doors asking homeowners if they wanted to clean their windows for a few $100s. And it was kind of tough in the beginning because for the first 2 hours, a lot of people weren't opening up the door, so I couldn't get any sales.
Imagine knocking on someone's door, Mike, and then sticking a camera in their face and like filming the dog lick your hand. That's kind of
I'll bet you he's being low key about it.
Yeah.
That's a cute
But
dog.
around 11 a.m., I knocked on a really big house, and I convinced her to pay me $700 to clean her windows, and she said yes. And it felt amazing because for the first 2 hours, I didn't get any sales. So I told my worker to start cleaning the front of the house, and while he was cleaning, I knocked the rest of the neighbors, and every person I talked to, I told them that we were cleaning their neighbor's house, and they saw my worker cleaning the house, which made it so much easier to convince them to clean the windows as well. And I ended up selling 4 more jobs for the day, and went home with $1,900 in my pocket. That's why you never give up, because all you have to do is sell one house, and then all the neighbors will want to get it done too.
Okay, Mike, can we talk a little bit about why people want to get their windows cleaned? Like, I just don't understand. And I get it, like windows get dirty, but do they though? Like, how dirty? Like, this window doesn't look that dirty to me. Like, if anybody came to my house and said, dude, $700 to clean your windows, I'd be like, bro, get the hell out of here. Like, you're crazy. What do you think,
Yeah.
Mike?
I mean, we have our windows cleaned. Before I offered window cleaning services, I had people that would come and do our windows, the exterior windows. We've got somebody that comes and they do the inside, but it's not on a regular basis. It's not like pressure washing or anything like this. And maybe in some areas, it's more of a it's more of a service that's done. Like, I know a lot of these content creators that do this window cleaning not shtick, when the door-to-door window cleaning, it's a lot of Canadians. So maybe it's a Canadian thing. I don't know. I mean, if you're Canadian and window cleaning is like a thing that everybody does all the time, then, let us know in the comments section. I think that this was actually a really good video.
Is it a discretionary income play? Like maybe like poor rich neighborhoods, after all these, people making TikTok videos knocking doors, because I'm sure they're just getting hammered. But like maybe it's just because you have the discretionary income, you could be sold better,
Yes. Well, 100%. If a door knocker was to go into that neighborhood where I said I don't do bandit signs, they would knock, 500 doors and not a single person would get their windows clean. You come to a neighborhood where it's $500,000-$600,000 as a starting point, and you go and you start. These people have discretionary income, and $700 to clean that house. I mean, I don't know where this is. I can imagine just from what I've seen, that's probably $1 million home, right? $700 to somebody that lives in $1 million home is absolutely nothing. He's crushing it, right? He got her outside. He's showing her the windows, right? He's doing everything right. This guy is good. So, and also he had a great point where, the whole, hey, we're in the neighborhood, we're doing your neighbors. You can see my guy right there doing the big ass house. Them, they trust us. And it's, we can do yours for 500, 600, whatever the case is. Right. I think this was a great video. And at least it was a good blueprint for somebody to kind of follow and understand. A, you're going to get a shit ton of no's. B, like if you really watch what they're doing and listen to what he's saying and how he's presenting it to the other neighbors, it's good stuff. I mean, it's textbook.
I agree from that perspective. Knowing your audience, knowing who's going to be able to pay these higher ticket prices, knowing it's going to take a more affluent clientele that's going to want this service done. You're not going to go to, DSLD homes that are built for $200,000 a year and be able to sell window cleaning. So, and the fact that they didn't give up, they sold all day. And there's a formula to this selling, right? And it's kind of what we looked at earlier on when we made this video of that guy going door-to-door soliciting in a no soliciting neighborhood. So I think it's cool. Obviously, if you're somebody that wants to make money going door to door, I think it's a good way to go. I just don't understand the window cleaning sales aspect. I mean, this window that I'm looking at right now is dirty, so I guess I could use that one clean. But any whoosy what's it's. All right, let's jump into the next one, Mike. We're just going to do like one or two more if that's cool. I can't hear you because you're muted again.
Yeah, I got to write a check for Miguel.
Caleb says, that's how I feel about Christmas lights, Justin. Christmas lights, I get more. Like there's if you want to have holiday cheer, the best way to spread holiday cheer is singing loud for all to hear. I don't know if anybody knew that, but Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? Dude, Christmas lights are the worst. Like I hated every year as a kid. Like when Christmas would roll around, and my parents would like drop the staircase to the attic, and then I'd have to go up there and just like haul down 400 boxes, and then we decorate the whole house. So I get Christmas, so. But anyway, I appreciate it, Caleb. Thanks for the comment, bro. My relationship with mom ain't great either, Mike. So you're not alone, but it is what it is. I've made my efforts. What are you going to do? Yeah, what are you going to do? Okay, sweet. So I think Christmas lights are easier to sell than window cleaning, though. Like, especially because you can like embarrass somebody and say, dude, what, y'all want to celebrate Christmas? And they'll be like, what do you mean? And you say, like, all your neighbors' houses look great, and yours looks like ass.
He's in the yellow shirt.
Okay, let's get into,
I will say that Christmas lights is a great add-on service for any home service business, and it's 50% off. We've got a course called the Christmas Lighting Boot Camp. It's a phenomenal course. It goes through everything that you guys need to understand and to learn in order to do it properly, charge accordingly, market. We did it with Glenn Jernigan, but it's on the resource page, 50% off everything on the resource page until tonight. So if you are interested in any of these courses, any of the training programs, any of the marketing assets, definitely check it out.
Absolutely. Pressure washing mastery says Christmas lights are where it's at. I'd do it year round if possible. You can do
I
outdoor
love
lighting year round.
Yeah, I'd have them up all year round. Honestly, they're beautiful. I had it done professionally this year for the first time by one of my buddies who owns a pressure washing and a lighting business, and he killed it. Like I can't. If the HOA would let me, I would keep them up all year long.
It honestly, like, it wouldn't take that many people to just start leaving them up all year long to actually create like a, kind of a movement. You know what I mean? So, Mike, maybe we can lead that movement if you're up for it.
I'm down. I'll do it.
Okay, excellent. Okay, this next video that we're going to be
The
taking a
thing
look
with
at is.
Ben-
Oh wait, go ahead. Did you mute for a second?
I was
Mike?
trying to talk. No, you did. I was going to say that we don't want to do that because then that would eliminate all the people that are doing Christmas lights and making a huge income in like 3 or 4 months. So let's not start that movement.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, exterior lighting is like a big deal, like landscaping lighting, all that kind of stuff. So those
You're
are
a
all
big-
good
you're a-
things to get into as well. What, Mike?
You're a big deal.
Thank you, big guy. I am a big deal. All right, let's get into the next video. This next video is from our buddy Jorge, and in this one, he's going to break down how he makes $450 an hour painting garage doors. Pretty incredible stuff. We don't do a ton of painting content on this channel, but
painting garage doors, and this is how I make $450 an hour painting garage doors and how you can do the same. First off, you need to make sure the door is clean of any mold, mildew, or algae prior to painting. If it's not, then charge extra to come pressure wash the day before. Now, assuming the door is clean, there's some basic prep work you need to do. First off, ask the client if they want the trim around the door painted or masked. If they want it painted, then you mask against the surface and cover it from overspray using a 3M masking tool, which makes your life a whole lot easier. If you don't have one, then plastic and tape works just fine. Give it a light sand on the door, clean it well with a wet microfiber rag, and it's ready to spray paint. We open the garage door and put tarps on the floor to then close it to prevent overspray from seeping in. Now, the rest is basic. Prep your spray with the paint color decided by the client and spray using a 412 or 515 tip. You can get this done in 5 minutes or less and then second coat in about 20 to 30 minutes in the summertime. Clean your machine and you're ready to head out. So 15 minutes to prep, 5 minutes to spray first coat, 20 minutes in between second coat, another 5 minutes spraying, and 15 minutes of cleaning up. So you're done within an hour. Collect your money and head out to the next job site and repeat. Let me know if you want a separate video on how to acquire customers and check the link in bio so I can show you how to do it one-on-one.
nice. Okay, sweet. So big shout out to Jorge. Great video. I think painting is a slept on service because it's like kind of daunting and it's kind of like, I don't know if it's as sexy as like maybe some of the other services are, but like I think that garage doors and front doors are a great entry point for a lot of people to get into painting and make a ton of money with it. Mike, wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, I mean, I've got several friends that own painting businesses, and I've got a buddy I graduated from college with. He went into the military after in procurement, and then he leveraged his procurement after he got out. He spent 5 years in, got out, started a painting business, and absolutely crushing. He's probably got, I don't know, 10 trucks. Labor is kind of an issue. You're when you're dealing with painters or anybody, but it's tough when you're dealing with some of these types of trades to find good people. But painting, you can make a shit ton of money if you do it right, if you can get the customers, because it's just like pretty much not any service, but a lot of services where you practice, you do it enough, you're going to get proficient, you're going to get efficient, and it becomes profitable. So I think it's a great service. One thing that I don't like that he said was, if it doesn't have mold or mildew or this or that, then don't pressure wash. Every painting contractor that I know, it's just part of the price. When I quote it, it's not a negotiable. It's A, we're going to pressure wash it to prepare it. B, we're going to paint it, and then go on. And then you increase that average ticket price of whatever he said it was by, he said $450. You add another $100 on to clean it.
Absolutely. And I think, working with painting contractors is a good way to kind of, get some more work. I think there's certain painting contractors that don't want to do the pressure washing. If I was a painter, I probably wouldn't want to pressure wash either.
I have had a lot of luck just rolling around, like when I'm out and about and I'll see painters, in their painting vans, in their Sherwin-Williams, white shirts and their white pants with all the paint all over it, with ladders, pump-up sprayers, shitty little pressure washers, and they're out there for days pressure washing, prepping to go in and do it. And I'm thinking to myself, this is costing them a shit ton of money, right? Just to pressure wash this house. That and painters, they charge a lot for it because a lot of painters do if they understand, how to cost things out. But yeah, go and talk to these people. Be like, hey guys, how much are you charging them to wash this house? And they're like, $650. You're like, okay, how long is it taking you? Oh, it's taking us a full day. What if we did it for you and we only charged, $400, $450, whatever, and you guys charge whatever you want, right? That's what I would do. Find painting contractors, establish relationships, and have those, and you need to be referring to them as well. So.
Yep. Taylor says, I've only seen good painters grow in my area. Completely agree. My buddy Tim, I actually ran some Facebook ads for him using my Facebook ad strategy, which you guys can actually check out. What is it, Mike? QIQads.com. Yep. Yeah. You guys can check out at QIQads.com. I set up an ad specifically for him. In there, I actually break down how we made over $13,000 in 1 month with this particular ad strategy. So it's a video ad strategy, and it acts on certain things to make people take action that aren't actively searching out that specific service. So basically what I was trying to say is I started running these ads for Tim, and we ended up converting like 23 message conversions on like $25 of ad spend, just because there was so little advertisement from particular services, and painting is one of those services. And so if you know how to market to particular services like garage door painting, front door painting, things of that nature, you can make a ton of money with little ad spend, because a lot of these contractors don't know how to do it. Wouldn't you say so, Mike?
I would say so, Justin.
Okay, beautiful. So Jorge did a great job in this one. $450 an hour. Certainly possible with regards to painting. Painting could be a good, way for you guys to network with other people that need pressure washing services as well. So this was a good one. Let's see what else we got. RJ says, such great advice, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it, RJ. Also, Jacob says, if you use a sprayer like that, you need to make sure that you back roll behind spraying. If you don't, you'll have drips and runs. Completely.
Yeah, and Jorge may have done that. I mean, we're looking at 30 seconds.
Right. The biggest thing, like I said, with these shorts is they're trying to hook you. So, of course, they don't show any of the back rolling. So that way the comment section can go crazy over back rolling. Anyway, you guys, we wanted to come on here and do something different. So we did some reactions in this video just to kind of have a little fun. But we do want to let you guys know before we bounce that a couple things real quick. We're doing 50% off the resource page, how to wash both local DOMs, my Facebook ad strategy, how to stripe, the Christmas lighting boot camp. All these courses are 50% off today only. We're in the deal this evening. So use code USA at checkout. This is pwcourse.com. We'll have a link in the comment section description. Also, you guys can try any tier of Quote IQ right now for $1 at myquoteiq.com. Mike, anything else we want to say with regards to, all the stuff we talked about in this video?
No, I mean, I think if you've made it this far, I think there was some really good stuff in several of these videos that if, you take and you implement in your own business, it's going to help you get better. It's going to help you make more money. It's going to help you, increase average ticket prices by some of the add-on services, some of the techniques that some of these guys used in their selling, right? So little things everywhere you can learn from. And, I also would say don't waste a tremendous amount of time on social media scrolling, right?
Just because you never know if what you're being fed is a lie or not.
Yeah.
RJ says 50% off is major. Thanks, guys. So you guys definitely go take advantage of that. We appreciate it. Word of the day should be LaCroix. Ha ha ha. So, Mike, what do you want the word of the day to be today?
USA.
Let's be honest. LaCroix is terrible.
What?
Have you ever had a LaCroix, Mike?
No, I'm a man.
LaCroix is terrible. I don't know how people drink that. There was this meme, and it was like they were talking about how they come up with LaCroix flavors, and it was like you'll have a pack of gum and you'll like flick it right next to the can, and then this is like spearmint flavor or something, like because it's like so faint. It's just soda water with like the faintest little bit of nothing in it. So
yeah, I've never tried it. I'm a big fan of just regular water.
Well, you're really missing out, big guy. What can I say? Okay, sweet. What's the word of the day, Mike? Did you have a word of the day?
Yeah, USA. Also,
USA.
promo code.
Promo code, yeah. So Taylor already said USA. So we're going to
Nice.
hashtag your own. If you made the story in the video, comment down below USA or hashtag your real one. Be sure to check out the resource page. Check out Quote IQ. Check out Quote IQ ads. And until next time, hustle hard and get that
Yeah,
money,
that's
baby.
about it. Yeah. Hustle hard and get that money, baby. Come on.
Enjoy the 4th. Go pop some fireworks.
Yeah, pop.
Wait, I want to
some
say
of-
one story before we leave. Dude, my neighbor, he takes fireworks to a new level. He was popping like bombs next to our house. Like he popped something. I swore it sounded like louder than a gunshot. And then this like mushroom cloud of smoke came up and he popped 2 of them. And I'm like, what is this dude doing over there? It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, this Thanksgiving, this 4th of July was significantly better than our last 4th of July.
Right.
We went away down. We took everybody to the beach, and my son Mike is sitting right here and with me. But last year, I went over to South Carolina where you can buy actual like fireworks, and we probably spent about $1,000 on these fireworks. And it's not just like the onesie twosies. Like they sell these boxes, and they're like substantial, like a foot by a foot by a foot. And you light one wick, and then it shoots like an entire fireworks display. They are like professional, badass, awesome. And so I bought probably 6 of these boxes. Okay. And they make a tremendous mess. If anybody's ever, done, like they explode and there's paper and all kinds of crap everywhere. And so we loaded up the golf cart. We went down the road, which is kind of shitty because I wanted it in front of my neighbor's house and not mine. Plus, if the police come because it's illegal, I wanted to be able to get out and not be right in front of my house. So I lit all these things off, left. We watched them. It was awesome. Pop, 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 pop.
Mike, that
Beautiful.
doesn't sound like something you would do.
A great time. The neighbors all were, they loved it, except the guy who's had a clean. I actually went and cleaned everything up the next day. But so after the fireworks we go back with the golf cart. We put all the boxes on the back of the golf cart, and we go back to the house. I pull it in the garage, and we're out in the backyard. And my mother-in-law was over. She's going home that evening, and she comes out and she goes, "Mike, can you come in here?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "There's smoke coming from your garage." I open up the back door. I walk in. My entire it's a 2-car garage, and then it's separated 1-car garage where the golf cart is. And so I open up the 2-car. I walk out. I open up the 1-car garage. The garage door goes like this, and flames like come out. The boxes caught on fire because they were smoldering and essentially almost burned down my entire house. Thank God she was leaving. She came in cool as can be. I had a fire extinguisher that I went completely discharged. Like it didn't work. It was so old. The shit didn't. I pulled the pin, nothing. I was like, fuck. So I go and I get the hose and I rinse everything. I douse the entire thing. Brand new golf cart too. Beautiful golf cart. The seat was completely charred, melted. The roof was melted and like sagging. It was a disaster. But I was able to replace everything, and it looks like a brand new golf cart. But be careful out there. Watch your fingers, and don't set your house on fire being a dumbass like I was. And that's the word of the day. Don't be a dumbass.
Nothing says 4th of July like burning your property down to the ground. So
you got
welcome to America. Insurance doesn't cover fun. Haha. Absolutely. Okay, sweet. On that note, that was a good story, Mike, to end this on a high note. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, let's hard to get that money, baby. Peace.